Hey there friends and enemies, Joker here again, and today I want to check out the official World Presentation Overview trailer for Dragonkin The Banished, a very interesting looking upcoming ARPG that I hope is very successful and will be launching into early access in March. Now the reason I'm so much looking forward to this is I want other games in the genre to be competitive, to be available as an option, outside of just Diablo and Path of Exile. So we know those games are going to always be around, but I do like having a variety of options to play in case I'm not really vibing with either of those at the time. Anyway, let's check out the trailer and see what they have in store for us today. I'm a sucker for dragons, to be honest. So anything with dragons, I'm already automatically locked in.
Hi, hunters. In this video, we're going to dive into the world.
It looks
of
really
Dragonkin.
pretty.
But before we do that,
are you underwater there? That's crazy.
That Dragonkin The Banished is scheduled to release in early access on Steam on March 6, 2025.
About a month away now.
And PS5 versions are also planned for release at a later date. This video is the third in a series. If you want to learn more about the heroes of Dragonkin and the ancestral grid system, click on the card at the top right of the screen.
I'll have to check those out as well. I didn't do that.
Right in.
The basics.
Fantasy permeates the world of Dragonkin, and the threat of dragons constantly hangs over it. These evil creatures were once Drakiels, enlightened beings created by the Eternal. But pride corrupted them, and they were banished to unknown lands, where they transformed into formidable dragons.
It's
Back to the present day,
way to handle them.
The dragons are trying to escape from their prison by corrupting humans. This draconic corruption spreads in two ways: through the dragon's voices and blood. Their voices penetrate minds, causing madness and terror.
Interesting.
As for their blood, all those exposed to it are transformed into Dragonkin.
I believe that's how our dragons, our characters get their powers.
The world of Dragonkin was built on these foundations.
All the characters look so sick too.
Its locations, its characters, and the enemies you will need to face.
The environments look really good, by the way.
The plains that surround the city of Montesky. They were once a peaceful place and the city's agricultural region. But they have been ravaged by the draconic corruption, and even the domesticated animals have become a threat. You will then explore the swamps of Jaxara, which have been tainted by the green dragon's blood.
Oh man, more swamps.
This swamp is home to creatures
after Diablo 4, I'm over swamps.
Have fallen prey to the corruption. As you go deeper and enter the jungle of Kala, you will find yourself in a
I like this though. This area looks really nice.
What was once the hunting grounds of the Kongirat Trackers tribe is now a jungle disfigured by corruption. You will also visit the beaches of the Old World Archipelago, the birthplace of the oracles. There you will find the ruins of an ancient civilization and encounter creatures impregnated with the blue dragon's blood, which
that is hilarious the way they said that.
Powers. Your journey will take you to the depths of Okeanos, the ocean that surrounds the islands of the Old World and which engulfed Delpha-Ipolis.
Going underwater is such a unique way to handle this. I love it.
The aquatic flora and fauna there are fearsome and will really test your skills. Finally,
plus it provides for some unique creatures for sure.
Like the Makmur Ruins dungeons will be the arena for the culmination of your adventure. You will also be able to explore the vision of the great Oracle Almantea's spirit during the test of willpower, a challenge not to be underestimated.
Nice. That's a peek at some endgame content, I would imagine.
This is just a brief overview of the locations and creatures you will encounter in the world of Dragonkin. Many other mysteries and dangers await throughout the early access period and until the game officially releases. In the meantime, we hope to see you again next time for our new video, in which we take a closer look at one of Dragonkin's major leveling up mechanics, the city.
Huh, interesting.
Happy hunting, and may the light guide you in the shadows of Dragonkin.
So, some things that I want to point out here with this. So, we're getting a new video. I like that they're doing this in pieces, short videos, about 3 to 6 minutes, depending, just kind of explaining their various systems, which I think is good. I'll check out the one with the progression, the city, as well as the heroes in the future. Now, The environments, there's some that are unique. There's some interesting looking enemy designs, which I always appreciate. I think it's one of the hardest things in these types of games is to get enough unique looking enemy types that you don't get bored fighting them after so long. So we'll see if they're able to pull that off. But it does look like all these regions have their own monsters that are different from what we see in either Path of Exile or Diablo, which is, again, very good. Now, how they handle early access, they've already said we're only getting 3 of the 4 playable characters. We're only getting a portion of the campaign, a portion of the end game. And it'll be very interesting to see if it's like Path of Exile 2, where there's enough to keep people engaged until full launch, or if you play it for a while and then you put it down because it's not the full story. But overall, I'm pretty excited. I think what they've done here is pretty impressive. The characters look cool. The introduction of the draconic powers and the ability to kind of customize with that, I think is a good idea. And overall, I'm excited to get hands-on with the game myself, hopefully in just a few weeks, and see how I enjoy it once I finally do get that. Because a lot of these games can look interesting. They can have very solid looking premises, but until you get hands-on and really see how a game feels, it makes it difficult to judge. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'd be curious, will you guys want to see more Dragonkin The Banished coverage from me going forward? Is this a game that you are interested in and is on your radar? I also like to kind of get the word out on some of these games that maybe don't have the following, the awareness that we see from other major AAA titles. So hopefully this is one that pops up on your radar if you're interested in this type of game. Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video as always, comment, subscribe. My name is Jopa. Have a good one. I'll catch you all later.